We got thumbs up, right? We're on, mate. Okay, Mo,
Yeah.
listen, you were telling me that you've gone through a hard time, right?
Yeah.
And I've known you for what, how many years now? 2 years? Two
Um.
years?
Yeah.
Three
Yeah.
years? Right?
Yeah.
And you have been through so much. You have.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when we met at Pride of Britain, I remember thinking what a little superstar you were. And I also remember a year later when Pride of Britain came on again, and you were like, you were saying to me that you were feeling a little bit kind of down because that year had gone, and then it was other people in Pride of Britain. And I said to you,
Yeah.
mate, you're a little legend. I said, nobody is going to forget you ever. I've never forgotten you. I speak about you to Emily sometimes. I tell her what a cool little lad you are, you know. And what I'm trying to
That
say
makes
is,
sense.
you've been through a lot, right? You've been through a lot. You can get through this. This
Mhm.
bit now, it's difficult. I know, because you can't get out and you can't do the things that you want to
Yeah.
do. But really soon, man, that's all going to change. And you're going to
Yeah.
remember this year for the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. And you're looking good, man. You're looking really good. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I had to I finished my skincare about an hour ago, and obviously I know this is going to be much different to the lives I usually do on you. I was going to have a lot of people watching, so I had to make sure I didn't look like a mess. And
mate,
that's one thing I can do great, is sometimes hide when I'm feeling down, so I can inspire the rest of the people out there.
but
I'm
you
good at
do.
doing that.
You just being you, mate, you just being you, honestly, does inspire people. I don't think you realize it. And when you're someone like you, who's a cool dude, right? Serious though, you know, when you're someone like you don't realize that people get inspired just by looking at your posts. When they scroll down on Insta and they see your face, they just feel, you know, they feel that you empower them. And I've always felt that. Like I said to you, mate, you've always inspired me, and I've always spoken about you to Ems, and she thinks you're a legend. She told me to send all my love to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so, yeah. Like, I wanted to ask you as well, enough about myself. I know at this time as well, you're going to be, your routine's going to be a bit more different to usual, and especially Emily's. So can you tell us a bit
Yeah.
how, because I'd like to know how, especially Emily, how is she coping through this, as a doctor and stuff?
She's okay, you know. I mean, it's what's really difficult is when she gets home
Yeah.
and there's about a half an hour that we can't see her. So
Mhm.
she's gotta go and like disinfect herself basically. I know it's
Okay.
really weird, but she's
Yeah.
gotta, yeah, and but you know what? I keep thinking how lucky I am as a guy to be at home with the kids, right?
Mhm.
I'm happy because, to be honest, when Ems is not here, it's chaos in this house, right?
Mhm.
Absolute chaos. But and when I'm supposed to stick to routines, which I never do,
Mhm.
and we end up watching loads of movies, and all the kids, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I love the stories. I really enjoy
and
the
then
stories.
yeah, but then fight about an hour before she gets home, right? An hour and a half before she gets home, I'm on a mission. I'm like, I clean the whole house, I make
Yeah, yeah, I
everything.
remember the story the other day when you cooked and you'd made a mess and you thought, well, lucky she's got no social media. That
No social
made me
media,
laugh.
no. But you know, yeah, mate, it's good. You know what? It's really weird times. Like I think about someone like yourself, and think about
Mhm.
what you're going through, and think about, like, we've got a guy in our village called Staff. He's
Mhm.
86 years old. He's the oldest man in the village, right? And I think about how he feels, right? He's got two daughters that come and visit him, but they
Mhm.
have to stand at the gate. They can't even go into his house, right? I
Mhm.
speak to him
Yeah.
every week. This guy, he's such a
Mhm.
nice guy, right? And I think, man, there are people like yourself when you say to me that it's not easy. They can't just go and chill outside, or they can't just go for a drive or whatever, you know, like there's,
Yeah.
so we've got to think that, well, from my point of view, I'm one of the very, very lucky ones. But, and even with Emily working, because I'm kind of proud of her because she's out there helping people and
Oh,
that.
yeah, of course. We all
I'm
are.
not really helping anybody, unfortunately, although
Mm.
although I am making a good mess of the kitchen. That is one thing for sure.
Yeah.
Hey Mo,
Yeah.
where are you from? Where's your mum and dad from, Mo?
they're from this country, but
Where's
my
your
dad's
background? What's
parents
your background?
background Pakistan.
Ah, salam alaikum.
Yeah, you
Is
know,
that right?
I'm rubbish with languages. Yeah, I'm rubbish with languages. I'm so, you know what the worst thing is actually, I get so much like shouted at from my grandma because I can't speak the language. Like I'll be like, "Hello, you okay?" Like try doing sign language or whatever, and then she's like, "Speak your own language for God's sake." And I'm like,
Listen,
"Well,
my mum, right? I ring her in Australia. Imagine she's 83 years old and she still doesn't speak proper English. She still is like, Peter, how is the Emily, and how is the Dunya? My mum, after 83 years, you've got to learn, you know, you've got to learn English. Come on. So I know what you mean.
so
Although I speak,
what about your background? Like, where's your mom from
so
then?"
out of Cyprus, so we're Greek.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
um, we I speak Greek a lot to mum and dad because they only ever spoke Greek to me, and I think that was part of the thing that mum wanted to do. She always wanted to speak Greek to us,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of her,
same here.
yeah. Does your mum and dad speak to you always in English, or do they try and speak to you in their language?
Because they know how rubbish I am and how frustrated I get trying to speak it. They just give up and speak English to me now. It's more my grandparents are kind of who kind of say to me, "You need to speak a language."
Yeah, but you know what though? All you got to do, and I've learned, all you got to do with our parents from other countries is, like you said, just do the sign languages,
Yeah, that's it.
do facial expressions, and they know exactly what you mean. You don't need to say anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I go and see like before this lockdown happened, when I used to go and see my grandma, she'd grab
Yeah.
me and give me a big kiss and stuff. But now I've taught her like how to fist bump.
Ah,
So now,
mate.
if I ever see her, she'll put her hand out like that.
Well, I went to fist pump my dad, and
He shook your hand.
no, he slapped me on the head.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. That is, yeah. I've done that with my dad a few times.
So Mo, I want to know from you your plan. When this lockdown is over, what are your plans? What are you going to do? What's going to make you happy? What's going to make you go, right, that's it? Because as to inspire other people, you don't need to worry about that. You're already doing it. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do to make yourself happy?
Nandos. I'm missing Nandos quite a bit.
I love that.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, if we're talking food, I can't wait for Mackeys to open. I'm not going to lie, but I'm already I'm buzzing. I just want to see you kind of. I want to see you smiling again, mate, and doing your thing. I mean, you are always smiling, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. It's hard sometimes because people, they don't see the sad side and the deep side of me. They kind of just see me smiling on social media, and then everyone will naturally think, everything's okay.
No, you go through a lot. You go through a lot. You do daily. I know that you have your routine's pretty intense, isn't it? With
Yeah.
the care of the skin.
Hmm. Yeah. It is.
It's really intense, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It is tough, and especially now, like.
Tell you what, Mo, this is gonna be over before you know it. You're gonna be having your Nandos, and you're gonna be remembering. You're gonna be remembering how this summer was this time of year, or this year actually, was a really, really weird, strange year.
Yeah.
But look at it this way. The way I look at it is I got to hang out and do my Instagram live. You're the second person I've ever done a live with, because I don't really know how to do this unless someone invites me. I don't know how
Yeah.
to do it. That's why
I
I
knew
don't do
you'd be
live.
quite busy, so like, obviously I didn't want to disturb you, but then I thought, let's just try it and see what you'd say. See, I've run out of a lot of skincare products and stuff.
So how do you get that? How can you get your skincare stuff?
It's getting really tough now, to be honest. Like, things that I need from the shop, like certain foods I'll have, certain drinks I'd have, obviously I can't get at all. Usually I get it delivered.
And you can't get it delivered at the moment?
all the slots are like when you go on there, it says that every slot is full. So no.
And the necessity, there must be a way you can get everything delivered, right? There must be a way, because it's like you're not just wanting a Nando's delivery. Like it's essential what you need. So how do we make that happen?
Honestly, I really don't know. I don't know how. Like,
is if anyone's watching this, there's people already what type of things you need, and actually, if you can tell us, then make a way that we can. Do you know what I mean? Like, get you what you need if it's necessity.
yeah. Look, someone says, I think if he registers that he's vulnerable. I've already done that.
Done it.
Yeah, I've already done that.
And then tell me what it is you're looking for, because I asked Emily what she reckons, what she thinks you can do. Because there's ways, there's got to be ways for somebody like who needs this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I can.
So what I'm saying is, I'm going to ask Emily later if you can direct message me about what it is you need, and I'm going to ask her later how you go about getting this, because it's obviously a necessity for you, and there's got to be a way to get it, and to get it quick. So I'm going to ask her, so can you do me a favor after this and just direct message me and then tell me what it is that you're looking for?
Yeah.
And then I'll ask her tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, I don't want to put any more.
You're not.
Give you any more of a headache. Then.
No, don't be silly, man. Not at all. Like, for us, it's a pleasure, honestly. Like, everyone watching this will be wanting to help, as well. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. It does mean a lot for you to want to help me. So thanks.
Yeah, but everyone does. I'm seeing people all down the bottom going,
yeah.
Tell us what you need. And you know what? You're a good person. And when you're a good person, people want to help. They want to help. I'm telling you that being a good person is a wonderful thing. And especially if someone's going through trying times and they're still really nice and wanting to do things for other people, honestly. So anyway, we've mentioned Nando's. I want to know now, what is your favorite thing at Nando's? Because we're gonna have a dream now of our favorite foods that we can't at the moment.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of things I have. I think I'm gonna have quite a lot when I go back for the first time. I think my order will be a quarter chicken, peri salted chips, corn on the cob.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, keep going. This is a small order.
I am. I'd get creamy mash. It depends.
Creamy mash. Yeah, that would finish me off. If I had creamy mash, I'm out. I'm out for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's quite filling. It's
so filling.
If I did that or the chips I wouldn't have both.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, if you went to Mackeys, do you like Mackeys?
Yeah.
Right, if you went to Mackeys, what's the maximum you can eat at Mackeys? And I'm going to tell you my order, because I've done killer orders before. Go on, what you give me your absolute, this is it. This is my Mackeys treat. Go for it.
The funniest thing is, the only thing we're allowed as a Muslim at Mackeys is the fillet fish and the mozzarella sticks and the fries. That's all.
That's what you like?
That's all we're allowed as Muslims, because the rest is
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Right. Okay. Well, then maybe I shouldn't tell you my order.
No, it doesn't matter. I want to know. What you have.
Right. See, I have a problem because I'm Greek. I love food too much.
Yeah.
So hang on. So can I ask you a question before I do that?
Yeah.
Going back to Muslim now, is it Ramadan now?
Yeah, it's Ramadan now.
So do you mind me asking? So the fasting starts from dawn until dusk, yes?
Yeah, that's it. So it's around 4 or 5 in the morning. We can have our last meal or whatever, and then it's around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Around that time.
I love that, man. It probably does your body a lot of good, actually. Do you drink a lot?
Yeah, that's it. It is. A lot of people don't realise. Yes, it does make you
a lot of cleansing.
the stomach shrink and stuff, but it cleans out. We believe it cleans out your body. Like, I don't know the full explanation, but my dad said to me that it cleans out your body and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I respect that. I really do. It's really amazing because a lot of our cultures, we all have different things that we do, and it's really for other people that aren't in the culture, they don't necessarily understand our culture.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have a lot of Muslim friends, and when I go to I have a lot of Muslim friends, and in Zanzibar, which I love Zanzibar, and it's really, really amazing because being Greek culture, we always talk about each other's cultures and how there's a lot of similarities, you know?
Yeah. So like when you're Greek, is it like would you place of worship be a church, or how
Well, it depends because not all Greeks are Greek Orthodox. So some Greeks will be Greek Orthodox. Some Greeks could, you know, there's all different types. I think the general thing with Greeks is Greek Orthodox, but it's not always. And, you know, I very much love hearing about other people's cultures and beliefs. I love it. And actually, we can all learn from it, you know. It's really good. My mum and dad are quite religious.
Yeah, that is, it's same with us. Like, we are religious, but we wouldn't say we're more as religious as my dad is. Like, my dad prays 5 times a day at the mosque.
Yeah.
And even when it's not Ramadan, he'll fast twice a week and stuff like that.
And I bet you he looks great. He's probably a machine.
Yeah, he's 51, but a lot of people do say, like, how do you look so good for your age? Even yourself, what's yours? What do you?
Mate, I'm 40. I'm 47. I'm
exactly,
47.
but you look younger than, like, I don't know. You just don't seem to grow.
Oh man. Well, I'm definitely. Junior is 14. Right? I'm 47. Junior is 14, and he's my height. Junior's my height.
Yeah, so he does seem quite tall. He does look quite tall.
Yeah, but he thinks he's a roadman.
Yeah, yeah.
He's cool though.
I think I'd get on with him. I think the music he listens to and stuff, and yeah, I think we're quite similar, to be honest.
Yeah, because I've seen you do some stuff on my posts. Like whenever he says something, you always say you can relate to him.
Yeah.
Actually, he's homework. Believe it, he's still in school because he's in private school. He's still doing all his private schooling. But if I can get him down, he'll come and say hello to you for sure. You know, because he's. Do you want to say hello to him? Let me see.
If he doesn't mind.
Let me see if I can get him. Yeah. This guy is a legend, right? I want you to say hello to him. He is an absolute legend. This is Mo.
Hello, you're right.
And
hello,
he loves your post. We're doing a live at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a good man. I'll get him to follow you, Mo.
All right, yeah, that's cool. Thanks a lot.
He needs to go to the toilet. I think we should leave. That's not a good look.
Yeah, let him have his time. I think a lot of people on this live like his son as well. I think he's probably got more followers than you now.
Yeah, well, you're a very popular man. Right, here we go.
I mean, he's probably getting more followers than you. There's a lot of people.
Oh, Junior. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Look at these questions. I'm looking at the questions.
Right, should we answer some questions?
I am so in love with your son and stuff.
Yeah. What do I do? My son is taking over.
Oh, he's only 14. Yeah, he's only getting started now.
I know. He could probably learn a lot from you, Mo. I'm just having a look at people's comments. Hold on. Junior's a sort.
Yeah.
Hold on. Right, someone's asking you how your schoolwork is. I'm going to try and figure out these things in a sec. How's schoolwork for you?
Well, I've finished because I'm 20. I know I don't look it, guys, but yeah, I'm 20.
You're 20?
Yeah. I was 17
Get out of town.
When I won the Pride of Britain award. Do you remember?
Hang on, and you think I look good for my age, and you're 20?
Yeah. I hate it though because I get it all the time. Like, I've been pulled over by police and everything, driving because they think I'm underage and stuff like that. So it's annoying for me because
You should
obviously
show
with the
them your badge.
condition.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
well, that's
seen
what I do with the
Yeah, but have
with
you
the
ever seen
condition I
Superbad?
have.
Have you ever seen
Yeah, when
Superbad?
no, I haven't. Sorry.
Mate, it's so funny. You should show him a sign and say you're McLovin. Just watch Superbad and you'll know what I mean. Actually,
Yeah,
probably don't
that
because your
sounds
dad might not like it. But I'm just saying.
yeah, with the condition I have, you kind of don't get into your growing stage until you're 21 or 22 or whatever. Not many people know that.
Wow. Hey
Yeah,
Mo,
so
somebody's asking if you know any Dutch words. Do you know any?
Dutch, honestly,
I've got one
no.
for you. So you say to the girl that asked, say, right, I think this is Dutch. Ik hou van jou. Can you say that? Ik hou van jou.
The Calvin,
Yeah,
that sounds Chinese.
I think it means I love you in Dutch. So if you
Oh
say that,
God! So I've just told a random person I love them.
yeah, I think it is. Was I right? Ik hou van jou. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Ik hou
Sandy?
van you.
Oh, I might have got it wrong.
There.
Hey,
Oh,
Bista, can you come and say hi to Mo? You'll love Mo. Come and say hello. You can't show him from there. He won't be able to see you. Come up and say quick hello. I love you if you come and say hello. I love you anyway, but can you come and say
I
hello?
love that.
Hey, you're going to love her. She's awesome.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Guys, this is Princess, and she is awesome. Mo is such a good. Mo won Pride of Britain a few years ago, and I was there with him, and I met him. We've stayed friends. She doesn't ever.
Yeah.
She loves me really.
Yeah. I love the Instagram videos when she's trying to help you with the riddles and stuff.
I know she's so good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Hey,
your
mate.
kids seem amazing. You definitely are a good dad. I can tell you're an amazing dad, man.
Thank you, mate.
Definitely.
Now, bro, I was just going to ask you. Can you please say to your dad what I said to you earlier? Tell him I said salam alaikum, and
yeah.
why do you call Princess Bista? I call her Bista
Yeah,
because
that's a good
Junior.
question, actually.
Yeah.
I wondered that.
So basically, someone said about thanks for sticking up for Michael Jackson. Love MJ. My daughter is the reason I call her Bista is because Junior, when he was younger, he couldn't say sister, so he kept saying, "Dad, where's my Bista?" And it's stuck.
Okay, so it's like a little family joke, yeah.
Yeah, a family, and she doesn't like it now. She's like, "Dad, can you call me Princess in front of people?" I'm like, "All right, whatever." Get over it.
I even said that myself. I mean, thought that myself. I was thinking like there must be more to it because it's a completely different name to what her name is. So I knew there was more to it. Mate, where are you? Someone's asked here. Where are you based? So like, which city do you live in?
Oh, I live in Surrey, and it's a village. It's a little village, beautiful little village, right? And it's the closest village, I think, to London. So we're not quite in London, but we're the closest village to London, if that makes sense.
Yeah, down here. What have you got planned for the rest of the evening?
Well, I think I'm cooking ravioli. I was meant to do it yesterday and I didn't do it, so I'm gonna do it today. And we're gonna have dinner with Emily later. But what I'm gonna try and do is cook these kids some food. Theo, you're gonna send me a list, right? You're gonna send me a thing on DM after this, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, send me what you can't get a hold of, and I'm going to ask Emily. I know we mentioned this before, but I just wanted to double check that with you before I go because
that means so much. Thank you.
Would you do that for me?
Yeah, definitely. And can you tell Emily, thank you so much for what she's doing out there and risking her life. You know, I think a lot of people out there, even myself, we appreciate it so much. So she's a hero. She's the real hero. Forget about me. She's like the pride of Britain at the minute.
I tell you, you're more of a hero than you think you are. Right. I have to go and grab Theo. Please don't think me rude, but
No, of course not. No.
After, and I'll send.
Don't worry about it. I know. Thanks for giving me so much time. Anyway, it means so much.
Hey, we should do this again. This is fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I really did. I'll wait for you to DM, okay? All right, mate. God
Okay,
bless.
cool.
Say hi,
And you,
say hi to mum and dad for me.
yeah, I will do. Thank you so much.
All right, mate. God bless you.
God bless. Take care, boy.
Hi, mate. How do I get off? I don't know how to get off. Oh,
You press the cross at the bottom. The
I'll
top of
find it.
the screen. Oh, right.
You're an... Bye, mate. Bye,
Bye.
buddy.